This is my additional Austen study guide question. Okay, chapter 2. Why the suspense on Bennet's part? Okay, my answer is the astonishment of the ladies was just what he was hoping for, and it seems like he likes to entertain himself with the attention from his wife and daughters. It was quite funny to see Mrs. Bennet's quick change of heart upon hearing about Mr. Bingley. The astonishment of Mrs. Bennet perhaps surpassed the rest. Chapter 3, what do you think about Darcy? Mr. Darcy seems a rough character, just like Rochester and Jane Eyre, so naturally I'm falling in love with him. And he seems like the type of guy that every girl would secretly fall for in their hearts, but they would kick themselves for doing so because he has a proud and disagreeable air about him. Chapter 8. In my opinion, what makes up an accomplished woman? An accomplished woman is a woman who does everything she has to do without complaining. She doesn't necessarily have to be a mother, but I think every girl should be a mother, whether or not her child is blood or adopted. I don't believe that a lady has to be a successful business person. She can stay home and be the best mother she can be to her children, and if you ask me, that is more rewarding than any job. What kind of books would you like in your library in light of the Pemberley Generational Library? I would like to have all the classics, even though I don't think I would actually read a lot of them. I would love to have all the books by Meg Cabot and Lorraine McDaniel. And I would like to have inspirational novels, and of course the Bible, probably all the versions of the Bible, like New King James and the NIV. Yeah. Okay, chapter 9. Give 2 reasons why readers cringe on behalf of Mrs. Bennet in her visits. If you ask me, she just makes you want to roll your eyes and tell her to just be quiet because she's making a fool out of herself with her blabbering, and she is pretty annoying if you ask me. I don't know what Mr. Bennet saw in her. I mean, maybe she was different back then, before 5 children. Maybe she wasn't as crazy, but anyway, I think another reason is because we all know that Mr. Bingley is already head over heels about Jane, so Mrs. Bennet doesn't have to make him feel bad about Jane's sickness, and of course Mr. Bingley is gonna offer Jane to stay even longer because he wants her there. And later in the book, he kind of tries to persuade Jane to stay even longer, even when she's fine, so he's in love. Anyway, those are my 5 questions.